Objective Petrology, multiple choice questions with answers. These are the collection from various previous year's question papers and hope these are useful for various competitive exams like CSIR, NET, GATE, GSI and other exams. Welcome to set 14. First question, diorite is composed of. So these are the questions asked in Civil Services Prelims exam 1989. The choices given are A. Calcic plagioclase, hornblende and quartz. B. Calcic plagioclase, biotite and quartz. C. Sodic plagioclase and hornblende. D. Quartz, potash feldspar and mafics. So this is a very simple question. Diorite is composed of calcic plagioclase, hornblende and quartz. So diorite is an intrusive igneous rocks composed principally of the silicate minerals, plagioclase feldspar, typically andesite, biotite, hornblende and sometimes pyroxene. So the chemical composition of diorite is intermediate between that of mafic gabbro and felsic granite. So diorite is overall composed of calcic plagioclase, hornblende and quartz. A is the correct answer. Next question. Magnesite deposits are commonly associated with. Choices are A. Sandstones and quartzites. B. Peridotites or limestones or dolomites. C. Ultrabasic rocks only. D. Granites and granodiorites. So magnesite deposits are commonly associated with limestones or dolomites and peridotites. So B is the correct option. Next question. Which of the following are the calcareous rocks associated with thermal metamorphism? The choices given are A. Skarn, B. Calcirudites, C. Carbonatites, D. Marbles. The correct answer is skarn. Skarns they are also known as calc-silicates are metacarbonate rocks dominated by silicate minerals. These are produced by metasomatism during metamorphism of carbonate sedimentary rocks. And so the calc-silicates may be in zoned skarns that develop adjacent to or they may be around igneous intrusions. Skarns can form by regional or contact metamorphism and therefore they form in relatively high temperature environments. So A. Skarns is the correct answer. Next question. Thermal metamorphism of argillaceous rocks produces A. Shale, B. Slate, C. Hornfelses, D. Phyllite. So thermal metamorphism of argillaceous rocks produces hornfelses. Hornfels is a metamorphic rock which is formed by contact between mudstone or shale or other clay-rich rocks and a hot igneous body, and this represents a heat altered equivalent of the original rock. So this process is called contact metamorphism. Contact metamorphism, often called as a thermal metamorphism, it happens when the rock is heated up by an intrusion of hot magma. So thermal metamorphism of argillaceous rock produces hornfelses. C is the correct. Next question. Match the following and choose the correct answer. A. Anarthosites, B. Blue schist, C. Charnokites, D. Eclogites. And 1, 2, 3, 4 are given like 1. Omphacite and garnet, 2. Quartz, feldspar and hypersthene, 3. Lasonite, glucophene and jadeite, and 4. Labradorite. So the choices are A. A4, B2, C3, D1, B. A4, B3, C2 and D1, C. A4, B3, C1 and D2, D. A3, B2, C4 and D1. So we have to choose ABCD from and 1, 2, 3, 4, and from this the correct option goes as B. Anarthosites, they contain labradorite and it's a type of plagioclase feldspar. So anarthosites, they purely consist of plagioclase feldspar. A corresponds to 4 and B. Blue schist. Blue schist, they contain lasonite, glucophene and jadeite. And Charnokites are represented by quartz, feldspars and hypersthene, and eclogites, they corresponds to omphacite and garnet. So B is the correct option. Next question. Rocks predominantly composed of amphibole and plagioclase are A. Amphibolites, B. Anarthosites, C. Habsburgites, D. Hydrogeolites. So the correct answer is amphibolites. Rocks predominantly composed of amphibole and plagioclase are known as amphibolites. So amphibolites are a metamorphic rock which contains amphibole, especially hornblende and actinolite as well as plagioclase feldspar, but with little or no quartz. So it is typically dark colored and dense, so with a weakly foliated or schistose or flaky structure. Next question. The most common mode of alteration of peridotites and dunites is A. Kaolinization, B. Cerussitization, C. Scapolatization and D. Chloratization. The most common mode of alteration of peridrites and dunites is sericitization. It is the alteration, sericite is the alteration, or sericitization is a process of mineral alteration caused by hydrothermal fluids invading permeable country rock. So B, sericitization is the correct answer. Next question. Phenite is the product of. So what is a phenite? Phenite is a product of A, alkali metasomatism, B, lime metasomatism, C, sedimentation, D, high grade metamorphism. So phenite is the product of alkali metasomatism. The term phenite, it was proposed by Brogger in 1921 for a group of metasomatically altered rocks in and adjacent to the alkaline complex. So phenite is a product of alkali metasomatism. A is the correct answer. Next question. Gneiss is the most abundant rock on the surface of the earth because A, it has been preserved under favorable conditions. B, the conditions for the formation of gneiss were more favorable than for the formation of other rocks. And C, gneisses have not been subjected to large scale weathering. And D, none of the above. So gneiss is the most abundant rock on the surface of the earth because the conditions for the formation of gneiss, these are more favorable or more conducive than for the formation of the other rocks. So gneiss is any rock that is pressurized enough to cause deformation. So the conditions are more favorable for gneiss rather than the other type of rocks. So B is the correct answer. Next question. A weathered rock with dominant angular grains may be described as A, conglomerate, B, breccia, C, grit, D, cobble. So the correct answer is B, breccia. Breccia is a rock formed from angular gravel and boulder sized clays which are cemented together in a matrix. The angular nature of the clays, they indicate that they have not been transported very far from their source. So there are several modes of formation from breccia. So a weathered rock with dominant angular grains is described as a breccia. B is the correct option. Next question. Incongruent melting yields a liquid and a solid from an original solution. So the liquid formed has A, same composition as the original solid, B, different composition as the original solid, C, same composition as the newly formed solid, and D, none of the above. The correct answer is B, it has a different composition as the original solid. Incongruent melting, it occurs when a solid substance, it does not melt uniformly, so that the chemical composition of the resulting liquid is not the same as that of the original solid. So during incongruent melting, a new solid of different composition forms. So B, different composition as the original solid is the correct option. Next question. Presence of water vapor and gases in a magma, A, decreases its melting point, B, increases its melting point, C, decreases its viscosity, D, increases its viscosity. So the presence of water vapor and gases in a magma, it decreases its viscosity. So the water decreases the viscosity of magma, which is basically how thick or runny a liquid is. So the presence of water vapor and gases in a magma decreases its viscosity. Next question. Which of the following intrusive igneous rocks of calcareous composition? All these questions were asked in Civil Services Prelims 1988. So A, skarn, B, marble, C, dolomite, and D, carbonatite. Obviously, D, carbonatites is the correct answer. Carbonatites are igneous rocks formed in the crust by fractional crystallization of carbonate-rich parental melt that are mostly mantle derived. And they dominantly consist of carbonate minerals such as calcite, dolomite, anchorite, as well as minor phosphate, oxides, and silicates. D, carbonatites is the correct answer. Next question. Arenaceous rocks range in size from A, 1 by 16 to 2 millimeters, B, 2 millimeters to 64 millimeters, and C, 64 to 256 millimeters, and D, 1 by 16 to 1 by 256 millimeters. Arenaceous rocks range in size from 1 by 16 to 2 millimeters. A is the correct option. Next question. If a crystal shows a regular growth outwards from the center, it is known as A, accretion, B, incretion, C, intercretion, and D, secretion. So the incretion, so what is incretion is if a crystal or a mineral, it grows, it shows regular growth outwards from the center. So that means it develops from the center towards outside. So that's why this is known as an incretion. B, incretion is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following textures has not resulted from rapid cooling at chilled margins? A. Hypogranular. B. Intersettle. C. Granophyric. And D. Vitrophyric. So, which texture has not resulted from rapid cooling at chilled margins? So, the correct answer is intersettle. So, intersettle is a textural term used to denote that the angular spaces between the large crystals is occupied by glassy or glass or small crystals. This glass may be devitrified or altered to other phases. So, which is not resulted from rapid cooling. So, thus B, intersettle is the correct answer. Next question. Which of the following does not correspond with the others given in the series? A. Hornfels, B. Slate, C. Schist, D. Phyllite. So the correct answer is A. Hornfels, whereas the other slate, schist and phyllite, they belong to one category, and Hornfels, it does not correspond with the slate, schist and phyllite. So that's why A is the correct answer. Next question. Which one of the following correctly represents the discontinuous reaction series? A. Pyroxene, olivine, biotite, hornblende. B. Olivine, pyroxene, biotite and hornblende. C. Olivine, pyroxene, hornblende and biotite. D. Hornblende, pyroxene, olivine and biotite. So, olivine, pyroxene, biotite and hornblende, it represents the discontinuous reaction series according to the Bowen's reaction principle. So, B is the correct option. Next question. A doliomorphic rock A. has both igneous and metamorphic minerals. B. has both light and dark colored constituents. C. has mineral constituents which are related to the reaction series. D. none of the above. A doliomorphic rock, it has mineral constituents which are related to the reaction series. So C is the correct option. Next question. A perthite has A. potash feldspar and plagioclase. B. potash feldspar and quartz. C. quartz and plagioclase. And D. albite and anorthite. A perthite is used to describe an intergrowth texture. So it's an intergrowth of two feldspars. That means a hot grain of potassium-rich alkali feldspar or potash feldspar, potassium aluminum silicate in composition, which includes exsolved lamellae or irregular intergrowths of sodic alkali feldspar. It may be nearer to albite, that is NaAlSi 3O8 in composition. So a perthite has two types of feldspars like potash feldspar and plagioclase. A is the correct option. Hope you have followed the petrology questions and hope you have learned something from this, and see you in the next video. Hope you can subscribe to Explore Geosciences. Thank you.